with this stuff. I'm checking to see if this one works better. I don't know what's going on, man. It just seems to keep messing up, and I'm not happy about it. I'm just totally not happy. Let's see if this one runs better. Okay. Let's see if this one runs better. Let's see if my guys pop back in here. This is crazy. Can't keep having these malfunctions. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time looking over the. I gotta spend more time looking over this, the internet and what's causing my feed to do that. It just constantly reloading and stuff and buffering. I'll figure it out. No problem. All right. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this here real quick while I'm here, while I'm active, while I'm ready to go. Give me 1 second. All right, I got two things I want to kind of muddle with. Two things. But in the meantime, I'm going to put something in the chatty chat here. Okay. What's going on, folks? Why is my stuff giving me such a tough time today? And you know what? It's not going to break me. Oh, man. Yo, you know what's crazy? It's like I'm up to date. So why is this thing still telling me I need to update? Let me restart my computer. I'm going to restart everything. It's almost like you have to compete. You know what? You have to compete. It's like you have to compete with life. I swear. I think that's what it is, man. Not life. Let's not say that. You have to compete with the world. Okay? So isn't what Jesus says, right? In the world you have tribulations. I've overcome the world. Okay. So if you think about it that way, it happens to everybody. Like life happens to everybody. Everybody gets busted cars. Everybody gets busted vacuums. Everybody gets busted AC. Everyone gets busted lawnmowers. Somebody went to a store that charged too much. Somebody went to a store that didn't get enough service. Someone's girlfriend or boyfriend messed up on them. Somebody's brother betrayed them. Everybody go through this shit, right? And if your attitude is, I'm coming out of this like I'm gonna win, then okay, throw it at me, okay? All right? Now you don't want it thrown at you. You don't want nothing thrown at you, right? But I am not gonna be like the victim of everything that's going on, man. Like hell no. What's up? What's up, Dontrell? You know what I'm saying? Good morning. I am not gonna be the victim. I am determined that I'm winning, okay? Because if we're all going to get this stuff thrown at us, every single one of us, the moment you start doing this idea of, well, they got it better than me, or well, they don't have to go through this. What you're saying then is, I'm being defeated and I don't have it in me. I need you to ease up on me. I need you to give me like pampered gloves like those guys have, like whoever the imaginary those guys are, right? I want to be pampered like them. I want to be treated. I want to get this little treatment. But it's never enough because there's always someone who you're going to look at that you think got it better than you. So if that's not sustainable, right? Then the only thing I know that's sustainable is a fight. And that comes from in here. And I can't just take it. So everybody's computer like mine went out today. I had a live feed just now. Something happened. Cut my feed. I don't know what the hell happened. But some of the biggest podcasters, hey Daryl, you subscribe? That's what's up, bro. Thank you. That Don Trout. Love that name. Don. We said, you know, we used to call the guys back in the Don. You're the Don. Same thing I'm talking about. You have got to be in control of this thing. I heard a guy today say that he's the boss, right? but he wanted, hold on. It was so intense, right? I'm like, nah, this guy's got to be playing. Because those words and based on what he was complaining about, those two things don't go together. I'm about to fix something, guys. I'm just kind of recovering from my earlier feed went out on me, and I'm like, man, what the hell? What happened? Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can find this guy. Because he's like, you guys are supposed to be paying so I can get money. Okay? I'm a boss. But he sounds like a victim. Listen to this guy. Hold on. Because I somehow I can't seem to play it. I can't play it on my big thing here. So I'm gonna play it off of my phone. Hold on. Here. Don't worry. I'm not even gonna have you waiting any longer. And it's not about the politics of it. I'm talking about his complaint. Here.
From EBT.
Hold on.
I used to get $740 a month for my two kids. And we're not getting EBT no more. They took the EBT. They saying I gotta work 20 hours a week. I'm not working for nobody. Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry for the F-bombs, guys.
Americans, taxpayer, work for us. They work for me. They gotta help me feed my fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be quitters now. Y'all been helping us all this fucking time. Now y'all want to tap out. Get the fuck out of here. I want my EBT, yo. I want my EBT, and I'm not working for nobody. I'm a fucking boss. What the fuck I look like working? When the government is here to help. Come on. Y'all send all that money.
I think that's all I needed to hear for this guy. I don't know how much more curses he's going to have in this one. Okay, how's this? I don't know what it's like being in this guy's position, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what his upbringing was for him to feel this way, all right? That is crazy. I don't know what his upbringing was for him to feel this way, but he sounds like he feels justified in telling us, the workers, that we have to pay for him for his living. And of course, if somebody is in need, and if someone is disabled, and if someone is elderly, and if someone is down and out, those programs are supposed to be there to help those people get back on their feet. They're not supposed to be a career path. And why is that such a loaded thing to say? To say this is something to help those who can't help themselves. This is not supposed to be how you live the rest of your life, kid. Why is that like hateful, or you're an evil person to even think this? I don't see how you would see that in any other way. If you said to me, you want to learn how to ride? Yes. Okay, I got these training wheels for you to ride. Okay? All right. Now I'm big enough, old enough to ride, and my training wheels are still on, and I don't want them off. And I'm like, listen, man, if you really want to get the most out of riding this thing, you're gonna have to take those wheels off because of certain turns. You can't do this. No, I gotta leave the wheels on. So we understand the importance of taking the wheels off for the kids. But for some reason, when we're dealing with adult issues, man, I don't know how we mix that up, bro. I don't know how we mix that up. Or are we so easily manipulated that we throw all of the basic lessons we learn about teamwork, growing, independence, self-reliance, all of that stuff we throw out the window to be part of a group that think the same or something like that? I don't know. That's got to be it, man. Because I'm baffled sometimes, especially hearing that guy. That's crazy. Anyway, I got something to fix. David, I'm glad you're back, bro, because I lost my feed. Listen, man. David, this thing is not going to stop me. Whoever this is, this internet guy that's messing with my stuff, David, it's going to be me and him. We're going to deal with it. Whoever the little gremlin is messing with my feed. Either that or I got to figure out what's up with my internet. I got to call my internet service and say, yo, guys, what the hell? Why am I, I'm not running 50 stations here. I got two computers, my cell phones, and that's it, man. you know, in a Fire TV that's not even on right now, draining the signal. I don't know. Anyway, let me get to it. Let me put something in the chat. Don't forget, guys, you can enter the drawing. Don't forget you can enter the drawing. All right, I'm gonna put the rules up there pretty soon. We're giving away a multi-clean wet dry, a 10 amp, 6-gallon wet dry vac. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to think of my pin to get in my computer while I'm talking here. It's just screwing me up in my head. And we're going to be giving that away, and then we're going to be shipping it out to the winner. And I have to apologize to one of the guys that won a contest from me. I'm going to make sure I don't do that again unless it is the last one that we have. What happened is, right, I had a what do you call it? A little green select thing. And the box that it came in was all like it just looked like it was gonna damage in the shipping. So I took a Hoover box and I just turned it inside out, so the brown is on the outside. I didn't want it to be like, you know, a Hoover on the outside. There's a Bissell inside, you know. So I just turned it inside out. And I said, okay, this has a lot more space, so let me ship it in this. But I didn't think that, you know what. Man, you just won something. You don't want it to come in like a different box, you know. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it, but I just, you know. Anyway, next time what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna order a brand new one of these multi-clean dry, so this way it gets shipped in the original box. Whoever wins it, rather than me repacking this one here and putting it in a box and then send it out to you, because then it's gonna be amateur packed. So, and you may, I don't know, you may want to give it as a gift to somebody. You may not want to keep it yourself. So, from now on, I'm going to make sure I ship you guys the thing, okay? All right. I really can't take a call right now. All right, guys. So let me put our quote inside the chat, and let me put the rules to the drawing in the chat. Who's there? I can't see, man. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to log on. I'm trying to log on right now, and just give me 1 second. I'll be right there with you guys. My apologies, okay? Really and truly. Let me see. Let me get on. Okay. I had to restart everything, folks. I think that's what I'm going to end up just making it a part of my routine. I'm going to refresh everything before I start. I'm going to restart everything. I'm going to clear everything out and start from scratch, because I don't want to take these chances again. Okay. All right. Better than ever. Yo, what's up, better than ever? All right. So I'm about to put the rules in the drawing, how you win. Okay. All right. In that drawing, I'm letting you guys know, man. I don't want to make. I'm not trying to discourage anybody. But one of our guys, he got about 20 plus chances in this drawing. Okay, here we go. Drawings. AWING. I'm going to pin this to the top of the chat. All right, that should do it. If you take a look at that, it'll show you how to get into the drawing to win. Let me go get the multi-clean so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, it comes with the hose and attachments. I'm just not going to go in the box right now, guys, and go through the whole thing, but I hope you kind of get the idea. This is what we're giving away this time. Oop. Next time, before the end of the year, I'm putting up a little green steamer. Okay, that's going to be before the end of the year. I don't know if I'll do something between then and between this and then, right? But I'll be putting this up first. So someone will be winning this, okay? And now this is how it works, all right? You know how a wet dry vac works. Put the hose in here, turn it on. If you want to use it as a blower, you turn it around, okay? You put the hose back here, okay? But the reason I really like, me personally, I like this because of it's a tin. It's not plastic. It's a tin thing, and you have your little filter to protect your motor. Okay, and all the dust go in here. All the water goes in here. Now that coating, I'm hoping that coating is to like an anti-rust. I'm assuming that's what it is. Okay, it's like an anti-rust coating, so you can pick up water and stuff like that. So this is what's up in the drawing, folks. Those who are members of, not members, you could be a member. That's fine. You get more points for that. But if you're just a subscriber and you follow one of these or all of these rules here, you can get into the drawing. We'll have your name in it, and we'll put it in one of those wheelie things, and we'll pull the name out, and there you go. All right. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy that, man. And I'm still waiting for Cole's video, David, for him to send us a video of him using the other one. Hey, Wayne, I'm not working, too. I feel like a boss. Is that something, man? Was that guy something? Oh my God. Oh, I that's why I'm like, he showed it. Listen, let me let you know. David, I'm gonna assume you and I and probably a couple other guys out there. Okay. All right. Better than ever. What's up, man? Where's the trivia? I'm gonna put a trivia on there. I'm going to assume that you guys came up the same time I did, around that time, right? And it probably baffles you also that people would put stuff online, like me right now. I'm putting stuff online. If anyone wants to challenge me for my views, I can defend my view, and I can defend it. But some of the stuff people put out there, I'm like, man, dude, aren't your kids gonna see this or something? Some of the girls, when they put themselves out there on these Instagram stuff. I'm like, you don't have any kids? Don't your mom gonna see these pictures, bro? What the hell? But I guess this generation don't think like that. So maybe I'm just too old school for that. Let me find my trivia that I want to put up there for you guys, so you can earn the first person to ask this question is going to get those points for it. And I'm going to post it, and then I'm going to change this fan blade. I'm going to inspect an Electrolux stick vacuum. It stopped charging, and I want to see, I want to at least inspect it to see what the hell's going on. All right. And here's one. Here's a good one. Here's a basic trivia. This had nothing to do with vacuums. This is a basic trivia about American things that happen inside of this country. Basic stuff. Boom! It's coming out right now. I hope you can answer it. The first person to answer the question, they're going to get, is it 2 points? You get 2 entries on top of what you got. Go. All right. Let me go get this Electrolux. No, you know what? I can start with the, let me start with this fan blade. Hell yeah, man. I'll defend. My views are basic. Not yet. Not yet, but good try, though. Good try. No, it's okay. Good try. Not yet. Good try, man. Okay. I'm gonna have to let me tilt this down. Better than ever. All right, guys, you got 10 seconds for someone to add one more, and I'll include you in this also. Better than ever. You got it. Okay. You got it. You got 10 guys. You got one more. I'll allow one more because there's one more that's also like that. You ready? All right. Okay. I'm gonna make it note that it's over. We got a winner. Once I put this up, anything that comes after this, I'm not going to count. We have a winner. Better than ever. I love that name. We have a winner. Better than ever. All right. The other answer was Google. I didn't even know that one. I didn't know that one. I didn't know. I know Apple, but Google I didn't know. So that one was new to me. All right. I didn't know Google started like that. Okay. You know what I like about this whole system, guys? Yeah, better than ever. You know what I like about this whole system, guys? Let me make a note of that so we can add better than ever into our drawing here. And better than ever, I'm going to have to find you when we do this drawing. It's going to be at the end of the month. Let me give you guys an exact date. Okay? Let me give you an exact date. It's next week. So the drawing is going to be next week. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it midweek, the 29th, Wednesday. I don't want to wait till the 31st. So I'm going to do it on Wednesday, the 29th. So check back in with me. If for some reason that is we're not going to be here, I'll find a way. Wherever I am, I'm going to run the contest because I'm going to be out of the country for 3 days. 26, 27, and 28. Well, I'll be back on the 28th. It's just a quick in and out. And but the 29th I'm back, and I think I'll be riding on the energy of coming back, and then bam, we have the drawing, and then we'll go from there. All right? That sounds good. Oh, okay. Well, man, you're in it. You're in it. Look at the rules and see if there are many other ways you can get in. But you got 2 entries right now. Okay. If you're a subscriber, that'll give you another entry. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's find out what's happening with this thing here. And if anybody have any questions, David, I'm gonna make sure I read one of our little positive quotes before the show's over. All right, Dave. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm glad that if you're doing that for a living, hell yeah. You know, if it can help you, that'll be positive. All right. That'd be great, man. That'd be great. David said, I feel like a boss. My voice said I'm a boss. I'm not working for anybody, not even myself. Well, I add that last part, but that's that's an entitled attitude, that's for sure, right? Oh my gosh, dude. Where are you coming from, man? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So this thing came in making a noise, and I'm thinking it's the fan. I was telling the guys before, one of the ways you can eliminate the fan being the problem is not eliminate, but you want to know where the noise is coming from. The first thing you do, let me turn this down some. Let me see if you can turn this down some. This way. How's that? You can see it? See what I'm doing? Okay. The one of the ways you can when you hear a noise in your vacuum, you're not sure where the noise is coming from. What you do is you remove the belt. Okay, stop the brush from spinning and just turn the vacuum on. Even take off if it's, let's say it's a shark. And you know, shark have this thing where if it gets clogged, there's a sound. It makes like a it's letting you know that the motor can't pull through the filter, so it's pulling through this this spring. It's an analog sensor. It's not like an electronic type sensor. If the suction is being strained to go up, you know, and bring down, you know, the suction, right? And let's say it can't pull anymore. It's good. The suction is going to redirect, and it's going to start pulling at this spring, and it's going to start making this funny noise. That's how you know that shark is clogged, right? The next thing is you take off your bin, because now take off the dust bin, take out any filter from the motor area, have the shark in an upright position, and just turn it on. That means at that position, when it's in the upright, the brushes are not turning because it has that micro switch. When you recline it, the brush turns on. So you leave that off, remove the filters, and then you can see where the noise is coming from for real. That means you can say, well, this noise is not the motor now. Let's say it turns on. It's not the motor. Okay, so what else could it be? Then you put your filter back in. Let's not go to the brush yet. Put your filters back in. Put your bin back on. And if now you hear the noise, then you're like, okay, there's something going on. There's a clog somewhere. Now you start to investigate and you look for the clog. That's kind of the process you go through, okay? And then if you let's say you don't hear the noise, then you recline it, and the moment you recline it, the brushes are turning, and now you hear the noise. Now you say, well, the noise is right there. Because sometimes it's hard to tell. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can tell right away. Oh, man, it's coming from the brush. In that case, then you investigate that. In a case like this, this is a similar makeup as an Auric, okay? Very similar. Motors at the bottom here. The dirt comes in through here, and it hits the fan first before it goes up into the upright, okay? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what guys are saying here. Can't afford to bring a... Yeah, I know, right? I'm on the big screen. That's what's up, dude. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Iron Man? What's happening, man? Iron Man, make sure you subscribe and get inside the drawing, right? So, hey, I'm glad. Hey, listen, man, I'm on the big screen. That's what's up, man. Thanks a lot, bro. I never thought I'd be on a big screen somewhere. So now what we're going to do, right? I suspect the noise is coming from this fan. So I'm going to take this apart and let's see what the deal is. Okay? That's all. All right, that's it. That's it. The troubleshooting goes just like that. Okay? Now, there are 2 screws in the front here. And I'll be honest, most of the cleaning, I don't know, a lot of cleaning people I do, I'm an upright person. Let me put this question in here. Upright or canister? Question. Boom. Actually, you know what? Let me turn that into a poll. Upright or canister? Now, it's not really a left or right. So I'm just going to write upright. And then here I'm going to write canister. Let's see if this works. Start the poll. All right. Upright or canister? Let's see what we got. All right. I'm an upright guy. I'll be honest with you. All day. I love canisters for what they can do, but if you want me to vacuum my carpet real quick, I'm going to grab the upright. I'm going to grab the upright all day. All right. Now in the back, there are tiny screws in the back of this little guy here. So you want to just get your little itty bitty little screwdriver. And don't force it, man. Don't use the big ones. I thought I broke something just now. Shit. I thought I broke something just now. I was like, damn, what the hell? Oh, man. And guys, if anyone who want to support the drawing and what we're doing, you know, it'll help. The money goes towards the different prizes and stuff. I like to put like some real cool stuff up, man, and give people some really cool gadgets. Who knows? I might do heaters or even those fans. I saw some of my distributors have like fans that they sell. I just never bought them in the store. you know, heaters. I bought a heater from my distributor. I bought it from my garage, though. It was like a selfish thing. It was for me. But there's a few things I can get. So if you guys decide that you want to do anything, you want to become a member, you want to donate to the channel, just know that that's where it's going. For me, my business is already doing what it's supposed to be doing. A lot of orders online and things of that nature. So I'm not looking to buy me a new car with donations. Okay. So just know that if you do that, you guys will be helping out. So look at this. I was right. My instincts were correct. Look at this thing broke up into pieces upon pieces. Holy cow. People got to be really careful what they pick up when they vacuum with these things. This thing started like this. Okay. All right. Now here's the thing. Again, the benefits versus the. Okay, I'm gonna give you my philosophy on this thing. Give me a second. Let me show you something. Let me show you. There are two benefits. I have a shark here. Okay. I just worked on this shark. I'm waiting for people to pick this one up. All right, here's the benefit, right? I was talking about trade-offs the other day. There are trade-offs to these things, all right? I happen to be an upright guy, and I happen to be a bag guy. I don't like bagless, really. I'll sell them because people want them. But if I was going to buy my vacuum, I'm going to buy a bag vacuum. Okay, I have my reasons for that. One of the reasons is that when I'm finished with the dirt, I can just throw the bag away. Okay, get a new clean bag, put it in. The bagless, the dirt lingers. The smell lingers in filters. It lingers in the post filter. It lingers in the pre-filter. It lingers through the hose. This dust will get into every compartment, and you have to really truly clean out a bagless cleaner properly if you don't want that smell to stick. Let's say you went to someone's home, you cleaned some pet homes versus a non-pet home. The two, they don't mix because some customers are just very funny about it, or you yourself. Now, for me, the bag vacuum is going to have a smell too. Because the bag, let's say like a Kirby, the outer bag is going to start to smell. Because it's like wearing the same shirt for 5 years. You've had your Kirby for 5 years and you never washed the bag. So that smell is the moment you turn that Kirby on, it hits you like whoa, holy cow, I hate pulling this vacuum out. So you can wash the bag, right? But it's better for me, it's better to just toss the bag away. Now, the other part about an upright and a direct system versus a bypass system, this is a direct system, okay? Guys, this one I got to take. It's a tire shop. Give me a second. Hey, guys. Oh, shit. I hung up on them. Hold on. They're telling me about my car. Give me 1 second. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it's Wayne. Hey. Uh-huh. Oh, get out of here. Are you serious? Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay, are they still in the box? Are you serious, man? It's not, so it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit at all. Okay. All right. How's this? Can you get the part locally? Yeah. Why don't you just give me a good price on the part and just replace that. Replace that one, okay? Okay. How's this? I should do it right. Let me know. Let me know what the deal is, and I have to return the other one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Just treat me good, man, and give me a good price on it. Let me know, okay? I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. That's what I get, right? That's what I get. That's what I get. I'm telling you, man. My first, the first video I was putting up, it was like a cost versus benefit thing. I should have known better, because when people do that with me, it throws off everything, right? So what I did is I ordered parts online. My neighbor told me, hey man, just order it online. He said, trust me, man, you're gonna get a better price. I put it in my year, my make, my model, the whole deal. They say this is the one. It fits your vehicle. You know how it goes online. It fits your vehicle. I'm like, okay, great. I'll order it. Comes in. Talk to the guy. Wrong part. Damn it. Locally, the parts are about $150 more. So I was like, man, I could save me $300 because I'm buying two parts. Save me $300. Who wouldn't want to save $300, right? Turns out I'm still gonna have to go. Coño. I still gotta go and buy the parts locally, and now I'm gonna have to find a way to return the other part. And the shit is heavy. It's heavy. There are two struts. So for me to ship it back, it's gonna be about the same as. So I'm gonna sell them. I think I'm just gonna sell them online. I'm not shipping this shit back. I'm gonna have to sell it, man. Ah, this sucks. But it's a lesson. It's a lesson learned. Damn it. All right. David, don't laugh at me, bro. Don't laugh at me, man. This is I did it to myself. But what do you do? The thing is, they said, and you're right, but they said it was supposed to be the rip. You know what? I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out, and then if that's the case, if they sent me the wrong ones, they'll pay to have it shipped back. Okay, they'll pay to have it shipped back. If not, then I'm just gonna have to try to sell the thing, because by the time I pay to have this thing shipped, I'm gonna lose about $50. Yep, I'm gonna lose about $50 to ship it back. Because I've shipped Kirby's before. Kirby's are about 20. If it's a whole kit, a Kirby's about 30 pounds. If I'm shipping everything. If I'm shipping just the upright, it's about 20 to 20 pounds, something like that. And I know what the shipping cost is to ship that stuff out at that weight. So this thing feels heavier than a Kirby. It's got to be about 45 pounds to ship that. So I'm going to be dealing with that. But they already took the damn part down. What am I going to do? Tell them not to do it, and then I paid them to take it off and put it back on and all that stuff. I might as well just pay the whole thing and be done with it. So anyway, I should have known better. I swear I should have known better, man. Damn it, man. I should have had you order it for me, David. I should have said, hey, David, this is the year of making model of the car. Oh man, damn. What do? You know, you take the slings and arrows, bro. You just take it with it, man. That's just it. All right. You take it and you keep moving. Let me take this off. I'm just gonna use this and take it off. You could use the ratchet wrench, but this comes right off. Look at that. All right. I think this is a 10 millimeter. I think. If you ever have to change one of these. This is a Clean Max, by the way. No, this is a David commercial, but they look just like the Clean Max. I don't know. Same people probably make it for these guys. All right. Let me clean this out a little bit. All right, David. Let me see if I can read one of my stuff, man. let's get something positive for today. I've already made enough mistakes to cover my entire week. I don't need any more. All right. Oh, Lord, man. Let me see. You know what's funny? I think Henry Ford. This one is from Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that's a funny thing about it. That's hold on. Let me put this quote in the. Let me put this quote inside. Let me put this quote inside the chat. All right, that's the quote. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And the rear don't. So the rear don't have bearings. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out, man. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm glad you told me that though. It's just, you know, when I started learning how to change my brakes, I started learning how to change my own brakes. For years, I didn't do none of that stuff. Oil change, brakes, nothing. Let me put this thing on. I'm gonna have to go clean this. Oil change, brakes, nothing. I didn't do nothing. I did what my distributor did, where he just everything. You just pay for this, pay for that, pay for this, pay for that. I used to go with him. He would get suits made, tailor-made suits. I would go with him to the tailor and get myself, a tailor-made suit. One of the consultants that came to the company, his shoes was like shining, glistening, but he was in the military. And he showed me how to do the spit shine kind of deal, get the shoes all shiny, man. I was I was decked out, man. And oh my God, it's like, but I learned a lot of these quotes. I learned a lot of these quotes from these guys, and I've learned to value. And it sometimes it's amazing. We're taught today that if that person don't align with you, you don't listen to them, and that person could have something really good for you. Like let's say I don't align with, I don't know, whatever, some politician, right? But they have something actually good that they said. Because my brain is shut out from them, I can't even learn from someone who I don't really, I don't follow their politics or whatever. Doesn't mean I can't learn that from them. So I'm, you have to learn to undo that tribal thinking thing. And so someone like Henry Ford, that's a good statement. Someone may not like him. Maybe they think that he was, a bad person or whatever. But that is a true statement. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Unfortunately, a lot of the loudest people online, the people that reach the most people sometimes on the viral stuff or whatever, some of these people are incredibly wrong. But they're right for them. Like if you really truly believe that you're being oppressed, you're being oppressed. Now, by who is where you might be wrong, but you're being oppressed because it could be your own brain oppressing you and shit, keeping you down. It could be your family members keep telling you that you can't do something, that you can't succeed. Those people are oppressing you, bro. It's not the imaginary in the people that these guys assuming it is. Okay? These people haven't even truly felt oppressed. You want to know what oppressed means? God, you people are so something else, man. You want to feel real oppression? You got to talk to someone who's really been oppressed, like for real. And then maybe you'll stop using the word. Maybe you'll stop using the word and start grinding it out, man. Start sanding, David, right? My old distributor used to tell me, stop bitching and start pitching. Hey, because the guys always had, I think I have to put a new one of these on there. I don't know. This might be the mechanic. Hold on. Hello? Yes, sir. Okay. What do you mean? Oh, it's gonna get to you. It's gonna get to you about 5:30. Holy cow! No, no. Damn, that long. Um, Honestly, man, I have to get my son at 5. I have to pick him up from school. Yeah, yeah. I really truly can't wait till 5:30. Yeah, I can't leave him. How much is it? You know? Once you find out for me if you can, and then just let me know, and then I'll let you know. Okay? Yeah, yeah. Find out for me. Yeah, I just can't let it sit there until 5:30 today, man. I'll be perfectly honest with you. If I could, I would. Okay? Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Do you have that? That link? So that would that be in earlier than 5:30? And what do you said it is again? What do you said it was? The link? What is it? What does that do? I oh, it's next to the strut. Okay. Okay. Is that something that's failing? What would happen if that failed? Yeah. All right. Well, how about this? Yeah, yeah. How about this? How about this? Once you change that, okay, get that taken care of, and I'll pay you for that, right? And then let me know what the cost is for those, and because if it's going to be in at 5, I can just come back tomorrow morning and just have you install it tomorrow morning. Okay? Sounds fair? All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye. So this is broken here, and yeah, I think I'm just going to replace this and not mess with this. Okay, I think that's just the safest thing to do is to replace this. Okay, oh yeah, yeah. Holy cow! It's not one thing; it's another thing. But what do? You keep grinding, baby. That's it. What choice do you have? Hold on, guys. I'll be right there. I just got to find this piece here. I know I have it. I know I have it, and I know I have it, and I found it. I know I have it, and I found it. Yeah, baby. Damn the torpedoes. Damn the torpedoes, man. Torpedoes are coming at everybody. You better have an armor. Have a shield, have an armor. Whatever your armor is. Okay, so this is a new part. Look at that. Okay. So, I'm going to just slide this in here. Okay, see that? And then I'm going to connect this guy in here. Okay. Now they're back together. Now this guy is good. Okay. And we're going to put this guy in here. Damn the torpedoes. There's a lady this morning I heard, right? Hey, what's up, Michael? Michael, that's That's a loaded question right there. I don't know if I would use the word junk. I would just say that you want to know what you're getting, and you want to know at least what the common problems are with the Bissell Revolution Pet Pro. Any vacuum cleaner, not any shampoo that's working is going to work when it's working. If you get what I'm saying, it's going to spray water down, it's going to suck the water up. Okay? But there are issues that you have to expect from some of them. I just did a video. I think my last 3 videos was regarding the Bissell Revolution and the Revolution Pet Pro and some of the workarounds to fix them. But so I wouldn't say it's junk, you know, because what shampoo is not going to have problem? I have a rug doctor I just had to fix. You know, the Bissell Big Green machine I have to fix. You know, all of them have issues. What is there an issue that you have with one, or what specifically are you asking? Which part you're talking about? Oh, you mean are you talking about the hold on, let me see. Are you talking about this part? Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened with this. Okay. I'll continue with this, but I'm gonna tell you what happened with this. If you ever use hot water in this thing, this won't sit properly on your Bissell. It'll warp. If it moves a fraction, if it just moves a little bit. I've seen a lady. She described what she did is they put hot water in it again. And they stuck something through here. It's a. You can try it. You know, I don't know if that's what's wrong with yours. And then they use something like a long rod and try to, while it was soft, try to push it back into place. And then they tried it. It was like an experiment. They did it a couple of times, and they finally found the exact position to push it back into place, so it's not off. Okay, but yeah, they don't sell these. They don't sell these. And yeah, you would have to get a whole tank, unfortunately, if you can't fix the problem. But they don't sell these. Not even the gasket. They don't sell the internals. The water came out. They won't sell the internal part, and they don't sell the gasket, unfortunately. It doesn't mean that the unit is junk. It's just they don't sell it. Oh, Wayne. They don't sell it. All right. So the rubber flapper thing won't sit anymore, right? But it's movable. Should be a replaceable part. Yeah. Yes. You know? Yes. Yes. How's this? You have a choice. You spend, I don't know what, $40 for the tank, $28, something like that, or $250, $60 for a new shampoo. You know, you get to a point where you just have to say, okay, I got 2 choices to make. Which one makes sense? Now, the fear is, if I do this, is there something else going to break, and then you should probably set a limit on what you're willing to invest to fix this thing, kind of knowing what's likely to go wrong. What's likely to go wrong is you may get a leak, okay? Because I was covering, if you look at 2 or 3 videos ago in my channel, you'll see that's why I was covering. Might get a leak. The belt would break. You may have to replace a brush. You may have to replace a belt. I mean, basic stuff. But that's kind of this. After that, man, there's not much more that can go wrong with these things. I try to create enough videos. If you go to my playlist, you'll see Bissell Tips playlist. Where I cover a lot of Bissell Revolution. That's about as much as I can say about that, because, you know, for me to tell you that if you get a Hoover, you're not going to find any problems, I'll be lying to you. I have just as much issues with the Hoover than we have with the Bissell. Just that the problems are slightly different. And what other shampoos are really out there doing anything now? You know, do they have Royals anymore, Dirt Devils anymore, that shampoo and carpets, Eurekas? Do they have? They have Rug Doctor. You have Big Green Machine. You have a couple other Bissell shampoos. You have a couple of Hoover shampoos. And then after that, you're going to have to really kind of go into weeds and find those other companies that might be selling the shampoo at a very high price. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. All right. But yeah, as long as you know what to get, and that's the key. And that, if you kind of go through my channel, you'll probably see enough videos to tell you what to expect from these machines. They kind of do the same thing. The problem is kind of the same. Okay, and as long as you can handle the issue, you know, that's it. I think the only shampoo I could tell you that really upset people over the last is that Power Dash. Hoover Power Dash. It's inexpensive, but it seemed like that problem has been really upsetting a lot of folks, where all of a sudden it doesn't turn on anymore. And most of the time, people find that the motor is the problem, but the problem is you can't find the motor. Unless you probably go to maybe somebody on Amazon, maybe somebody on eBay, but even us, we can't reliably find that motor that we can just fix for a customer. So that becomes an issue, you know. That becomes an issue, you know. All right. So guys, I replaced this thing here. So my noise is now should be gone. So let me turn this on. Let me turn this on to make sure, because you always want to check. You don't want to assume it's fixed and then it's not. Let's go. Fantastic. Holy cow. Is it me or is it really cold? It's either hot or cold. What's the deal, man? What's going on? It's either hot or it's either too hot or too cold. Let me put back on my jacket. All right, I'm almost done, folks. But hey, man, for those of you who hung out with me today, I really appreciate it. But yeah, man, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. And when guys are listening to people on TV, especially the talking heads and celebrities and politicians or whatever, once you figure out who's pitching, I can't. Think about who's pitching, I can't. A lot. That you can't do this. It's hard for you to do this. It's hard for you to accomplish this. It's hard for people to pick themselves up. It's hard for people to make it in America. It's hard for, who's pitching that? Who's pitching, they got it better than you. That's why you can't make it. It's because of this. It's because of that. Who is constantly mesmerizing the people, telling them that they can't do things? And be careful when you listen to those people. I'm not telling you not to listen. You want to hear things that are coming out into the atmosphere, good or bad. You want to be able to deal with it. Like if you ever read the Bible, Jesus rebut his naysayers, right? So he didn't say, nah, I don't want to hear you. The guys came and it's like, hey, but what about this? And he's like, well, what about that? Well, the Bible says that, not the Bible, but how do you put it? Oh, how did he put it? Oh man, he didn't say Old Testament. That word wasn't even invented. It was in the scriptures. I think he said in the scriptures, right? It says this. So he had his rebuttal. He knew what to say to rebut. So it does. So you don't block them out, but you got to have yourself grounded. So when the stuff comes in, you can debate it in your own head before you buy it, before you start running it and change you start getting rid of all your friends because they don't think like you or something like that. Make sure that you can rebut the stuff you're telling, but just watch who's telling you can't. You can't. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't fix the problem. We can't, And then when someone says, you know what, we're gonna do it, the same people that says you can't is putting a lot of energy into stopping you from doing what you got to do. Holy cow! What are we doing? These people, man. These people. I heard one of someone close to me tell someone else close to me, don't forget you're brown in America. And I'm like, what are you telling? What are you doing, man? Who's talking to you like this, that you're going to spread it in the family and want to tell people that they can't do certain things because of their skin color? Who the hell's telling you this stuff, man? Like, tell me, where in America right now, today, where we live, because I can't live in the past, I can't live in the future, I can only live right now. So right now, today, where can you go in America where, because it's your hair color, skin color, eye color, height, that you can't? I mean, if you want to play basketball and maybe you have, I don't know, man, no arms, no legs, maybe it'll be difficult, but I've seen people drive with no hands, man. I mean, there are people who are telling you, like, listen, man, I don't care what they're telling you. You can make it happen. Something. You may not be able to do that thing there. Maybe that thing is maybe because you don't have the fingers to type or something. Okay, but somebody will figure out a way to still get that message across. So, I mean, it's like, let's cut that out already. Don't buy into that stuff, guys. Okay, do the best you can with what you have. And if you feel like you got to do more, you need more, then find out who has the more. And hey, can you teach me how to do this? Because I need more and I don't have the more. That's it. That's America. That's it. Collaborate, right? But this whole, you got to work for me and pay my bills, and I can't believe I don't have any more money, no more free money, and all this other stuff. I mean, that's just a loser mentality, man. That if you rock with me on my channel, you should know that we don't think like that. You take we get hit, we get back up, but it doesn't mean that you don't get hit because you have a strong mentality. It doesn't mean you don't get hit. It just means that when you get hit, you say, okay, man, am I going to complain or am I going to do something about it? That's it. We all get hit. Every single one of us. Every one of us get hit. Everybody, some shit's going to happen that's going to piss you off, or that's going to be like, damn it, man, this set me back. Oh my God, I can't believe this set me back. Okay, how long am I going to spend lamenting over this? I'm spend 2 minutes like, damn, I can't believe this shit. I ordered the wrong part. Oh, I'm mad at myself right now. Okay, what do I do? Well, all right, man, I'm gonna have to send the shit back. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to sell it to somebody. But I'm not gonna be a victim. Okay, that's it. That's the attitude, folks. Okay, that's the attitude, man. Anything else is a losing attitude. I'm sorry. And that's just the way I feel about it. All right. I'm almost done, and I'm gonna be out of here. You guys are the best. All right. But if you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right, and that is the attitude. And I really love that. I don't know Henry Ford. I didn't know him when he was alive because I wasn't alive. I don't know if he was a good person or not, but I do know that statement he made is a correct statement. Okay, that is a correct statement. Okay, and it's always. That's it. All right, David. I wish you success today. All right. Listen, David, if you need it, I'm not talking about guys who need it. I doubt you need it, but if you need it, then get it. But then there's a certain level of appreciation, man. That, like, yo, man, you're living in a place that allow you to have this. Now, what's the attitude? What is the right attitude to have for this? I don't know, man. I just don't want my, how's this? He can think how he wants. People can think how they want. I just don't want my kids thinking like that. That's all. That's the only thing I can't even, how's it? You can't even control what your kids think, but you could try. But my circle is right here. My world is like this. And I extend out. And if I reach and you guys are into my little universe for a second, thanks for coming in like that, right? I extend out. I can only control this thing. And this is hard to control on top of that. But I can only control this and what I convey out of my mouth and what I can condition myself and my kids, my wife, stuff like that. That's it. I can have an opinion, though, about the other stuff. And the reason why I even talk about it is to kind of remind myself where I need to stay mentally and where I need to grow mentally. And I can assess the arguments. Like, is this true? Like, is this true? That's it. And if it's not, then I let it go. I let it go. You know, I was there one time, bro. I was there blaming the past and people and history and all this stuff. I went down that road because I was waltzed down that road. Someone waltzed me down that road, and I didn't realize I was being led down into a desert. And then I did all. I said, let me look this stuff up. Let me look it up because my kids going to school. I want to make sure I look up history, and then I started learning, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, wait, time out. You guys, you guys, holy shit, you guys, the same people that are telling me that you need to fight for me because I can't fight for myself and I'm being so oppressed is the same ones, that same mentality, I mean, is what was oppressing the people in the past. I was like, holy shit, you guys are cunning, man. Oh my God. Okay. I bet. So you kept telling me that these guys are racist because they want to have, they're proud to be American. And these guys are racist because, you know, they want to have laws in the country. And these guys are misogynist because they believe in family values. And these guys, and I'm like, so what do you guys believe in then? You guys are not proud to be American? How is it an American flag is now racist? Who the hell did that? Holy shit. How do you guys get an entire group of people to think anti-American? And we're living here in this country. And if anybody come and mess with this country, we're all going to be affected. That's crazy, man. Anyway, that's my elementary thinking on this stuff. And when it dawned on me, that's when everything just like popped in my head. I was like, I never even thought like you guys. I never even realized it. I never thought like that. All the time, I'm grinding. I was taught to grind. I was taught to close. I was taught to, if I want to make an impression, I've got to show up. I got to show up sharp. I got to be ready. I was always taught that, right? If I trip, get back up. Don't blame the ground. Don't blame. I was taught to leave your problems at the door. It'll be there when you come back. Show up with your best self. And if you carry your problems around you on the bag, all right, that's fine, but leave it at the door. And now that you're here in this place, bring your best self. Those are the values I was taught. And then people start telling you, saying, how you expect me to leave my problems at the door? The problems are with me, so it's okay. I'm going to bring the problems and say, holy shit, dude, you're not going to succeed like that. Why would you tell that guy that he is justified coming to the interview or to the place where he's going to do business with such negative attitude and he's justified in feeling this way because of his ancestor or some shit like that? How is that going to help him today going forward? It's not. So why would you be telling him this stuff? Because do you do that? Like, do you do that, or do you show up prepared to close your deal and to get your contract done? Do you work like that? No, you don't. So why would you tell him to work like that? And that thing, I was like, you people, not you people like white people, black people, like you people who think like that. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Is that crazy? That's how I think, though. Anyway, guys, I'm done. If you guys want to see me, same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Okay. And that's it. Any questions I'm going to be able to answer. Let me look at the comments here and see if someone have a question from yesterday that I can answer before I leave. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, wow. Let me get my glasses. Okay. Okay, let me see. So there's like a black piece, a black slotted piece under there towards the back of the bottom. And that's where my water is pouring out on. Is that also related to this issue? It sprays fine and sucks up water, but it leaks dirty water all over the bottom. Let me think. Okay, so this is about the Bissell Revolution. Wow. Who's the guy? Who's the guy that asked me about the Bissell Revolution? Oh my gosh, you say, do they suck? I went through a whole spiel telling him, no, not really. And now the first problem is about a Bissell Revolution. All right, let's see. This is from Jesse. Jesse's Warrow. Okay, Jesse. So let me see what the deal is. Okay, so there's a big there's like a black filter piece, a black slotted piece underneath towards the back. All right, let me go see what you're talking about. Let's see what you're talking about real quick. I got a Bissell here. I got a Bissell Revolution. Let me take this off. I just don't want to break anything, and let me take this off because I'm gonna have to tilt it. I'm about to get out of here, but I want to answer this for Jesse, okay? And how do you replace the hose in this model? Let me see. Hoover spotless. Okay, gosh, I don't have one on me right now, but KMC cart. That's a good one. You know what, man? I'm gonna save that because I may just end up buying that just so I can show you how to replace that hose. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna screenshot this. Actually, I don't have to. I'll get to it. Okay, let me see what she's talking about. Here. That's the only thing I could think of. She said there's a black piece that looks like a gasket underneath. And that's where it's coming from. Okay, so you have your hose running into here, and this is not really a gasket, but I can see where it can look like one. Okay. I hope it's not here because this is where the motor is. This is the vent for the motor. I hope this is not where it's at. A black slotted piece. Towards the back, the bottom. That's where my water is pouring out from. All right, David. Listen, Jesse, I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to understand what you're referring to. If it's here, you may just need to open this up and try to maybe see if it screws in. Because some of these, especially when they're spiral like this, they have like a way for you to screw it in and out. I would have to really dissect this, honestly, Jesse, to really get... Oh, you know what? Give me a second. All right, give me a second. I'm almost done. Give me a second. Let me see if I can answer this question properly for Jesse. Okay. All right, let me take this one. I'm working on this. I'm waiting for some stuff to come in. So I've been working on this piece here. This is what I was working on since yesterday. Hey guys, I have someone coming in here. I'm probably gonna end up having this. There's about 5 or 6 vacuums coming in. Damn it, guys, I'm sorry about this. Hey, leave a like. I'll try to finish it up tomorrow. I will answer this question for Jesse, but I may have to answer it tomorrow, okay? Because I want to get inside of here. And this is the closest gasket piece that I hose. You see the hose there? And it goes to right there. So that's it. So I'm gonna revisit this. I'm gonna remember this, but I'm gonna have to shut it down and kind of take care of this this customer here. Guys, stay positive, stay cool. I'll see you later.